Hello there guys, welcome back. We are here for another VN chat show. Today I am joined by Asa. He is the founder of the Bhangra Dance London. How are you doing today, Bassa?
Yeah, good. Not good.
Bassa, I've got it wrong already. Not Bassa, Asa.
Yeah.
My apologies, Asa. Thank you very much for joining me today.
No problem.
So can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started Bhangra Dance London and how long you've been running it, where you're based and things like that?
Sure. So myself, I've been doing Bhangra for best part of about 10, 11 years. And in doing the dance, got really connected with it. During my journey, we can say, involved a lot of competitions, which was also which was at uni, as well as joining a professional team called Vasta Punjab. I'm still a member of that team, and the sole purpose, I suppose, was just to learn and compete. Mm-hmm. So I've kind of been able to be a part of the journey in the UK as to how Bhangra has become a competitive sport. I suppose before it wasn't really like that. So luckily I've kind of been a part of it. So in learning and in understanding how I suppose good it is and the benefit which it can provide, it forced me to open up a dance school model where I can help teach and keep it alive really. Okay. So that kind of led me to open Bhangra Dance London. No real major aims then when I opened it to kind of grow it as it is now. But yes, it's been about 3 years now. Okay. We're teaching, doing classes, and training up the new generation really.
Perfect. So I did have a look at kind of your YouTube channel. Okay. So you do, and your Instagram, and you do classes in Slough. That's right. So I'm from Slough. I am. Yeah. Okay. So whereabouts actually? Just out of curiosity, because I know the Asian community in Slough is very very strong, and we do have quite a lot of I know the dole drums as well. Okay. As well. So
So in Slough we're in Wexham.
Okay. Yeah.
So just around the corner from the hospital.
Yes.
But funnily enough, it's you would think that is just for the Asian community. But the weekly classes we do are like community-based classes, so they're open to everybody. Okay, awesome. It's the whole point of them is just to benefit the local community. Yeah. So anybody can come, and it's just it's just a crazy incentive. So the way we started off, it was like £3 each or something. Okay. And we run it with the council, and the sole purpose is to just get people involved, get them active.
Is that like the Arts Council or
no? So the Slough Council.
Perfect. Okay.
So yeah, apparently, it's one of the most inactive places in the UK.
What, Slough?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
I've lived there my whole life. It used to be such a vibrant community. So things like this and stuff. I think you do a fit class as well.
Yeah. So we're trying to tick every box.
Yeah, and it does, because it's very, very high movement and high energy. Yeah. From what I've seen, and it looks beautiful when you've got all that costumes and outfits and stuff like that.
So I'm sure we'll get to it, but get to what people can get out of Bhangra as a dance. But the weekly classes you mentioned. It's very light-hearted, and we're trying to allow people to get what they want out of it. If they just want to come socially, if they just want to come for exercise, or if they want to learn the dance and take it further, it still gives them that as well.
So it covers quite a spectrum of expectations.
That's the plan, basically.
So you say it's open to the community. So would you say you have quite a big following in terms of other ethnicities that join as well, like white or black?
Yeah, I mean we do have some white and black people coming. I would say majority is Asian, but it doesn't mean that other people can't come.
I would love to.
I suppose just the demographic. You're gonna get Asians coming in it. But, yeah, so open for everybody,
Because there's a lot more to just pat the dog and screw the light bulb, you know. So perfect. And so where would you say you're predominantly based, or you kind of travel around the UK?
So in terms of our weekly classes, we're in Slough and Hayes at the moment. Okay. We used to do some classes in Wembley, but I suppose because it's all, this is not my full-time job, it's worth mentioning, so it's just basically when I've got spare time, and basically all my spare time goes to it, so it's very difficult to run. Yes. And we can't grow unless we've got the right people to allow us to grow. So at the moment we're doing nothing because of lockdown.
Because of lockdown, yeah.
But otherwise it's 2 free classes a week, and I've got you know, some like-minded people who are now instructors.
I was going to say, yeah.
Who kind of help out, yeah.
Perfect. So you've got other people to help take the classes as well and take some load of you. Well, that's good. So we'll see the growth in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So what is it that you love specifically about Bhangra dancing?
So if I'm honest, like, as a kid, I was just a mad ADHD style kid, yeah. That's the truth. So I think even like academically, I wasn't like a good boy type thing.
You weren't focused on
I was
school.
very like naughty, like just crazy little kid, yeah. And I think the only thing, I think Bhangra has sorted me out because it gives you, obviously it keeps your mind and your body fresh, like fit, and also it's taught me like discipline.
Yes.
So when we're competing, like a lot of people don't know this, but like fair enough, Bhangra is a happy-go-lucky dance, but if you want to compete, then it's not a joke. Like,
it's magic.
It's like the same as a football team or basketball team, like training every other day. So that teaches you discipline. And what I found though, in doing that, it led me to open up the school so it can be more accessible to others. Because when I started, it wasn't.
Right,
it was really difficult to find a team who you can connect to, and especially the team who were able to teach you traditional dance. Whereas all the other teams, it's not their fault, but they could only do the kind of modern dance because there wasn't really others to teach them it. So that forced me to set up a structure where others can learn it easily, not how I had to run around and find things.
Okay, so actually based off that, can you kind of tell us a little bit about the history behind Bhangra dance and where it comes from and things like that?
Yeah, sure. So the dance originates from India, North India, so somewhere called Punjab. Yeah, so it's North India. Like in India and around them, in that part of the world, I suppose, every culture has like a dance.
Yes.
So I suppose dances are linked to culture anyway.
Of course.
So the good thing, I suppose, the key thing to understand is it's an agricultural land. So it's like a lot of farming involved. Like the whole of that region, basically, like it's known as the bread basket of India. So all of the things which are grown there, it's shipped out to the rest of India to give them their food type thing.
Right.
So that culture, that farming agricultural culture, is a big thing. Also in the dance. So some of the moves represent that culture.
Oh wow!
And it's linked to the harvest festival. So if you can imagine here, like when it's Christmas, everyone's happy, whatever. Yeah. So you can imagine there, in the harvest period, people are happy, and if the crops sell, it turns into a song and dance.
Oh, that's so cool.
The same way, like everybody's been to an Indian wedding, I suppose.
I don't know. I have so many Indian friends, and I'm yet to attend. I'm going to pass all of them because I really want to dress up and experience the whole thing. But love it.
So if you've been to an Indian wedding, you'll see naturally that these people love to dance. Yeah, and especially Punjabis. So that can also be from Pakistani Punjabis and Indian Punjabis. Like this kind of dance is just like inherent. Like, I don't know. Like it's just kind of. It's just within us, So that kind of energy, and it can be linked to how the people are, I suppose, their work life in India, because it's all based around farming. It's kind of high energy. Everyone's like, we're known as kind of strong, big people.
Yes.
So the dance represents that. It's got that energy to it, Yeah. And another thing I think, the dance comes from there. The way the dance is performed represents that agricultural. I suppose, behaviour. Also, it's worth mentioning, I think, that Punjab as a region has always been like invaded. It's kind of like the gateway through India. Okay. Yeah. So because of that, because of the history, we've had to become a strong race. We're known as a warrior race. So whatever things in that culture kind of represents that. Okay. And I think that the dance, it comes with so much energy, so it kind of represents that and reflects that history of the people, of what they had to deal with. Even though it's a happy dance, like it's a celebration dance, but the way the energy comes across represents the people and the culture like that.
Perfect. So it's like a marriage of the two. I love that. That's very aptly described.
So like, I think where the dance comes from, it comes from everywhere in Punjab, So when we say Punjab now, most people think India, but a lot of the dance comes from Pakistan as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so certain dance forms come from different regions.
Right.
Yeah, so before we know Bhangra as a stage dance, it was just a folk dance.
Okay.
So the same way in other cultures, yeah, people just dance and have a good time.
Yeah.
It wasn't technical. There weren't rules.
It was just what you did.
People just did that.
Just doing it.
Yeah, maybe like I don't know, like most village atmosphere. I don't know, like maybe they ain't got much else to do, but they dance, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you see in so many other cultures as well. Like there will just be a circle of people dancing.
That types of dance,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
And that you can see that throughout the world as well. So that's the essence of it. Yeah. But then slowly, where it came more popular, I suppose India as a country noticed that, there's this dance here, and they kind of wanted it to represent like nationalism and stuff.
Yeah.
So in the 70s and in the 80s, it came, like a lot of people are saying that Bhangra was first seen throughout the country when there was like national parades.
Right, okay.
So they kind of turned it into, this is like a national look at our dance type thing. So slowly from there, it came into Bollywood films.
Yes.
But before that, it was just a folk dance.
Just a dance.
Yeah, it wasn't what we know it today.
I feel like that's kind of the journey for most genres and things like that. It starts from just, a story or an experience from the culture, and then it grows.
But modern day, because obviously, like fair enough, it's grown in popularity. But then in India, it came to the stage.
Okay.
So when there was dance competitions, for example, at universities, there had to be some sort of rubric, which is like a rules.
Yes.
But obviously, originally there was no rules for dance.
Rules,
yeah. But because they had to form it into maybe like a time constraint, it's kind of been refined to kind of put as much as possible in there.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if you're watching something for 10 minutes, you can't. If you're going to a competition, you want it to be as diverse as possible.
Yes.
So they've brought all of the individual folk dances together, and it's what we know Bhangra as today as.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's deep.
Yeah.
It's
deep. That's really interesting though, because a lot of people don't necessarily know the heritage behind it. But I feel like, for me personally, now that I'm hearing this, it makes you appreciate it.
And you know what it is like, and like I said, like my journey's been here. So I've seen it from where Bhangra was in the UK. It wasn't that popular before. But so now it's mad popular. Like it's like turned into like the football team.
Okay.
You know, at school, the coolest guys were footballers, right?
Of course,
but at uni now, people in the Bhangra team is a thing.
Yes.
The thing is, they don't know the history either, because it's such a fast-paced environment. The culture is now, people want to compete, wear the t-shirt, and that's it. I'm done, But there's more to it. So
is that your aim for you to kind of educate?
Exactly. So it goes back to why the purpose of Bhangra Dance London is to teach people at a younger age and get them to experience everything in like bite-sized chunks. Whereas in the uni scene, by the way, is great. Like there's a competition called Bhangra Showdown. Okay. They're booking out like a Wembley arena in Birmingham.
That's crazy.
It's a massive show. Yeah. So obviously, if you're going to uni as a student, you want to be a part of it. But the downside is they have never danced, and in 3 months they're doing a competition.
Wow.
So they're not able to learn where it comes from and stuff. It's just bang rehearsal, and people get put off because of that. It's so intense, So with BDL, with Bhangra Dance London, you can slowly get into it, and we're training up kids who already be able to dance at this level. Yeah. So they ain't got to have a crash course at uni.
Okay. So smart. Life hack right there.
Yeah. Basically, it is like, and without being cocky, like there isn't much going on like this, So you have to have something structured if you want people to benefit, So that's the aim. So that's what I'm pushing myself to do.
I love that. That's amazing. Really, really good. Okay, so what would you say is the hardest thing about teaching? Because I've seen your videos and your classes look quite big, they're quite popular. So what's difficult for you?
I mean, like the community classes, again, like so many people come for different reasons. Yeah. So we have the academy kids who come weekly and it's their thing, and we have like their parents come who just come for like fitness. Yeah. Then you just got people who just come socially. So it's hard to set like. It's hard to set the tempo for that. So I've got to do routines. which benefit everybody. So that's a hard thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So also, because people want different things out of it, some people are happy being told what to do. Some people are happy learning kind of strictly.
Yeah.
But some people ain't. Some people just want to laugh, which is fair enough.
Why so serious, bro?
Yeah, exactly. So that's a hard thing to marry up, like it's hard. But on the other side is because one of the aims is to teach the youngsters. It's hard to sometimes get their parents on board because their parents don't know what I'm trying to create in terms of the kind of football team culture, like the training, what goes into it.
Yeah.
Obviously, like even they're not even in their head they're not really they don't know what it takes. So we're trying to get them on board and trying them to get everybody on the same page and understand the vision is definitely a difficult thing too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things to think about, really.
But the hardest thing with the teacher, any dance teacher, I'm sure, like you get people who are naturally brilliant students.
Yeah.
And then you get some dancers who aren't.
Who literally, they haven't.
So they need that support and they need extra training. But when you're taking a team, at the end of the day, your team is only good as your weakest dancer.
Yeah, of course.
So that's a hard thing to do as a coach.
Okay, interesting. Had to be you, innit? Okay, so you said
I'm talking loads.
No, it's good. give me more. So you said you performed as a group. Kind of, what was your favourite performance or place to perform?
I mean, so our team, Vasta Punjab, which is outside of Bhangra Dance London, like we're basically, I've been with them, and they're my competitive team.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of getting older, I'm just focusing now on teaching. Yeah. So that's what Bhangra Dance London allows me to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with my other team, we've gone like abroad as well.
Oh wow!
Like Canada,
nice.
India, we went recently. So we've and touch wood, any competition I've done with them, we always place. So either first, second, or third.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So
there you go, champion.
Yeah. So
that's what we like.
So we've got that kind of attitude.
Yes.
If we're gonna compete, we're gonna win.
You've got to do it with chest. So we come here to set pace.
Yeah, basically. And without being cocky, I think Vasta Punjab has set the bar in the UK.
Is it Vasta Punjab?
Yeah.
Okay. What does Vasta mean?
Live.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so we're like living Punjab.
Love. I like that. That's wicked.
So my favourite one, I suppose, is in 2016 we won in the UK. It was a competition called Folk Stars.
Okay.
And it was like a traditional competition.
Nice.
So I suppose it's, even though I feel like I'm talking much, but I think I need to explain. There's two kind of platforms at the moment.
Yeah.
So there's a live platform of Bhangra which is like off a live band.
Yes.
So we dance off the dole, which is a drum.
Oh, I live for it. I live for
it. So interestingly, the dole beats have a step to it as well.
Okay.
So basically, before the dance came around, the beats were always there, and then the dance moves were linked to these beats.
The rhythm.
Yes.
Right.
So there's different rhythm for different steps.
Yes.
Okay. So in doing that, in being able to having a team to dance to the drum is harder. First, you need a singer, you need instrumentalists, you need a good drummer, and in the UK there ain't many of them. Yeah. So
in terms of Indian music.
In terms of the actual people, like the percussionists,
yes, okay.
So you see loads of dole players in Slough,
There's loads of them,
but they don't know the beats,
of course,
and they're interested, basically,
right?
Yeah, so that's another hard thing to keep alive. So as a result, that side of the dance is dying. Right. Yeah, so as a result, there's no competitions. If there's a competition, there's like 2-3 teams.
Wow,
so small. Yes, they're never going to sell out big venues like the other things, because that's like music, it's easier to do, yeah? Of course, I say, what am I even talking about? So yeah, I just wanted to make the point that there's two, I suppose, there's two kind of like ways of dancing. Okay. One's on music, one's on dole. Now I remembered. When we won, it was an authentic live competition. So all of the teams were doing the live dance. So it wasn't a music, it was a drummer, singer.
That sounds like amazing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm most into and most connected with. So yeah, obviously winning was a good thing too.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Yeah.
Coming back with a trophy as well.
Yeah, so that was the best, man.
Okay. You answered that question already. Okay. Can you teach me a Bhangra?
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
I
don't even got my space. I know, there's my space right here, but something we could do while sitting down. Like a hand movement, yeah.
Okay. I reckon you're a good dancer.
Oh, well.
So I'm gonna pick a hard move.
Oh God, okay. Yeah? Okay, go on then.
It's gonna be hard sitting down though. Oh, it'll be fairly simple.
Okay.
Okay, this one's called Bendy.
Bendy.
Yeah, Bendy. Okay. So it's just a 4 count. Most dance moves are 4/8. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all we're gonna do is we're gonna clap on the left. Yeah. Then clap on the right. And then 3 and 4 is just hands up, and you're just gonna shrug your shoulders. Yeah.
Okay.
So the shoulders are a very important thing in Bhangra. Yeah. When you're performing, they keep bopping.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
Love it.
So because I think Monique's really good, we're gonna like spice up the claps. Yeah.
Okay,
so with the claps, we're gonna clap and then pull back a bit. Yeah. So 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. So bring the hands towards you after the clap.
Okay, cool,
yeah?
Got ya.
Okay, and then 3 and 4 is just simple.
3 and 4.
But kick the shoulders, yeah?
Okay.
So I'll show you. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good.
Okay.
Left. There you go.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a pro, man. She's a pro.
Listen, my feet were moving at the same time, but you can't see them right now, so it's fine. Perfect. Thank you very much. And that was called
Bendy.
Bendy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make sure my accent's
good.
pronounced correctly as well, you know. So, you said you compete quite a lot with BDL, or no, with your other group as well.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered doing TV show competitions such as like Britain's Got Talent or anything like that?
I mean, not really.
Like, maybe not.
Like, I mean...
So remember
a lot of people say it.
Signature?
Yeah,
they were like, they started it off kind of on TV. And they came to Slough, they did the Christmas lights years ago. I remember that, yeah. So it kind of pioneered on like, in terms of on the media for Bhangra dance and everything like that.
So the thing is, like with Signature, for example, it was like a fusion thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's, I think personally, you're only going to get far in something like Britain's Got Talent if you're like a fusion style dance. Yeah, so if you take something authentic, it's only going to get you a certain way up. So I don't really want to be involved in fusion to that extent.
Okay.
Like, so if we do it, I don't think we're going to win. Yeah. Because the dancers who are already on it, dancers and that kind of, what they're putting out there is so complex and so, like it's...
Yeah, because there's such a big variety.
So they've got to have that variety. Yeah. But with Bhangra, essentially, it's not really about that. We're trying to keep it as traditional as possible. An expression. With some creativity, but the creativity is not going to be enough for us to win Britain's Got Talent kind of thing.
Fair enough. So you kind of stick to like specific competitions for dance and everything, where you're obviously going to be taking home trophies, as you have. That's the aim. Yeah. Fair enough. That's so cool. Even like with the BDL, there's an academy I run as well. So all of the kids who want to take Bhangra further, they have separate training for them. So it's a lot harder, and the whole point is they're trained to perform. Not just weekly training on the side. Like, it ain't no community thing. It's like we're pushing them to become like proper dancers. Training. Yeah. Okay, so we did take them to a competition, and they got 2 gold medals as well. Oh, nice. So yeah, it's working, man. And have you thought about doing anything like choreography for movies, or like Bollywood movies and stuff like that? Yeah, if we were approached, I would consider it, but I ain't really been approached. So yeah. How do you plan on getting out there? So with having, for example, reaching out to other ethnic communities as well. Is that something that you wanted to push more? Because so kind of reaching out to the black communities, white communities. Yeah, I mean, I do work with one, I think, charity organisation called Sunshine Foundation. Okay. And they're a black charity. Okay. So they're like pretty much similar, doing what we're doing, like any of their traditional dances or upcoming people who are within the arts. They're promoting them. So they have like yearly shows. So we always like do what we can, like just. Whether it be me performing or the team performing, we just try and be involved. Yeah. Because personally, I think everyone, especially if you're ethnic minority, we can relate so much, right? Yes, so definitely. Even though the dances ain't going to be the same, the journey's the same. Yes, and the energy as well. Essentially, cultural share.
if we can't do things together, then we're just it's a waste. I think
together we are stronger. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'd love to, definitely.
Perfect.
But I think personally, I'm just a bit lazy. Like, I don't push myself out there, so I need to get better at that, to be honest.
Fair enough. So, what do you see kind of the future for BDL?
So I definitely want to. I think with what we've put in place, it's benefited everybody so much. Yeah. So whether it be the just that auntie who's coming just to lose some weight, like cool, is doing her bit. Yes. Yeah. Or if it's the kids learning, like I'll tell you, like what Bhangra has given me and the happiness it gives you, I can see it. Now the next generation are experiencing it. So that's the best thing, right?
Yeah.
So the organisation and all these other organisations in the UK need to keep teaching, keep promoting, and to build a culture where, we can, the same way everyone's got a football team, every area's got a football team. Why not everywhere have a Bhangra team?
Why not?
So why not? Like there's enough coaches around to make that happen. So we need to keep pushing and growing it.
Exactly, and be the top of your competitors and
like,
all that coming up as well.
Keep the culture alive,
Exactly, it's true. Perfect. Well, last but not least, where can we find you and your school? If anyone wants to join, to get fit for whatever it is that you want to do with Bhangra Dance, where can we get in touch?
So the best thing is, I think, Instagram.
Yeah.
So just Bhangra Dance London. We also have a website, Facebook. So all the social media, YouTube channel as well, actually. One thing I've pushed myself to do this year is all of the weekly classes.
Yes, I did see that.
We put them on YouTube now.
Perfect.
So even if people can't make it, you can learn the routine at home.
Nice.
And just be a part of it. Also, it's really good for the youngsters. Like, everything's on social media, yeah. So when they see themselves on YouTube, they get a bit of a kick out of it. So we're trying to build that culture. Trying to build that culture as well. Cool. So definitely hit us up on all the social media and check out the website.
Can you spell Bhangra just for those who don't know how to spell it?
BHANGRA Dance London. But yeah, on Instagram there's loads of teams, especially those who are going to uni soon. Like I said, there's a massive university Bhangra culture. So, and no joke, people are looking at the universities based on the teams now.
Wow.
Like, fair enough, obviously you go to uni for your academic reasons, but the reality is they're checking out how good is this team.
Yeah, and the social, because societies are a big part of it as well.
So it's mad.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for coming in. It's been amazing finding out all about Bhangra, the history, and yourself. Get in touch if you do want to be involved, and that's enough from me. Cool. Hopefully we'll see much from you in the future.
Thank you.
Take care.
That's fun.